Okay, I figured out my key to success. Now I'm locked in. I learned how to open doors like a locksmith.
Welcome back. You're not locked in with DK and Atwood. I'm Atwood. Killer to my left, DK. On the mats, the Muay Thai section here at the Next Element Academy in Myrtle Beach.
Muay Thai.
The fuck, dude?
Hey, man, I just figured I'd like say something. Muay Thai. Or, on The Hangover, they call it Thailand. You ever Thailand? He's like, y'all want to go to Thailand? It's
so
like, what's
I always
up?
thought
What's
it was
his name?
pronounced fuck it. Is it not?
Phuket.
So it's Phuket.
Yeah.
See, I always thought that they were just perverted, because you got Bangkok and you got fuck it.
Never even thought about that, bro. I mean, definitely you see Bangkok and you're like,
I was
Bangkok.
hoping I wouldn't be the only one.
Yeah, but I've never.
Phuket.
Is
that like French? Anyways, eventful weekend. You went out to Atlanta. NFC.
Right outside man, what a cool venue.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. I will say though, I was watching the pay-per-view and the camera angles were a little weird.
It looked like they had their cousins filming.
I mean, you could tell one of them was like almost like a straight down shot, and then they only had one, maybe two cameras that were actually at the cage. But I mean,
killer
it was
show
still,
though all the way around.
I've seen way worse,
dude. Don't get me started, man. I've seen like, why is the cage in front of us? Like that's all you see is cage, and you got like zoom. You go to zoom in and like blur. You got blurred cage marks in it, and you gotta like look through the hole of the cage, to see a person. So that talk about, man, that would probably like their in-laws or something filming, not their cousins. But how don't have some skin in the game, like, talking to friends and drifts off to the side. Anyways,
right. How was
killer venue?
That experience.
It's killer venue, man. Right outside the Brave Stadium, right outside of Truist Park. I mean, it's called in the Battery. It was in a venue called Live at the Battery or something like that. And it was like, man, it had like upstairs. You'd like literally could just toss stuff down. Imagine somebody throws a water balloon down in there, right, middle of the fight.
And that promotion used to be old Wild Bill's, right?
Wild Bill's Fight Night.
Because you had fought there.
Fought there as a man. That was either my third or fourth pro fight. Yep.
By the way, that is such a southern name for a fight promotion.
Wild Bill's Fight Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a dive bar, Myrtle Beach.
Well, it was a bar / club.
Well, there you have it.
It was a country bar / club called Wild Bill's. And dude, this place was huge, man. I mean, it was big.
Yeah.
It was a big, I don't think it's not in business anymore, I don't think. But
One thing about that venue though is everybody was walking downstairs. Like, I mean, I get it, like your fighters, you should be able to walk downstairs without getting hurt. But what if?
What if, man?
That's a long.
They did
fall.
that. They did that at House of Blues one night.
Down the stairs?
Yeah, so they walked us out in the back and around, and then they had us walk down through the crowd because, at House of Blues back in the day when they do the fight on the stage.
Oh,
and it was literally like you'd come out and you're literally like your walkout song plays maybe 10 seconds and you're at you're like literally right there.
Huh.
So, but the stair walk, that was a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing cool about this promotion as well is they stopped us at the stairs. We greased up and everything. So whenever he goes down there, he takes his clothes off and he's straight in, instead of, all right, hug your corner, do your kisses and everything.
Don't do that anyway.
We don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't, I've never, I remember my my coach, Kurt, he was like, I think it was Dan Mirgliata.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, do your hugs or whatever. Yeah, we were in Atlantic City, and Kurt goes, we don't do that shit. And it's like, boom, just give you a pound, you go in the cage.
Dang.
It's like, oh, well, give me a hug. Nah, man. No.
But we had fighters from here fought.
Mm-hmm.
Talk us
through. We have a good up-and-coming amateur of ours called Josh Cook. Kid's only 21 years old, about to be 22 in January. His first pro fight was literally like right after he turned 18. So he's had
Wait, his first pro or amateur?
first amateur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First amateur. Did I say pro?
Yeah.
My bad.
There you go.
First amateur fight was right after he turned 18, and he's been. I think his last fight he went to a decision, so it's good that he went to. I think he's had a decision loss and then a decision win, so it's good that he's been the distance in those. But the rest of them are all finishes by submission. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, first submission he had. How many fights does he have total?
5.
Okay, so
4 and
maybe
1.
not the first one, but I know I saw one. It was like a modified standing guillotine.
Yes, I think that put him at 2-1 or 3-1, something like that. Yeah, we call that a power guillotine, so it's like a rear naked choke from the front. Mm-hmm. Chest is over top, and you're just crossing your arms, and the person's head right there. That's
how did that
hard to
happen? Did the
defend.
dude like shoot for a takedown or something? And you just
Yeah,
yoked him up?
yeah. I don't think I wasn't at that fight actually. Okay. I can't remember when exactly that was, but for some reason I couldn't make that fight. Now that I have a son, it's a little bit different for me. It's a little bit more difficult for me to make fights just because I'm trying to be there a little bit more instead of me being gone so much, especially with these smaller fights. I understand, bigger fights and different things like that, but smaller fights on the local circuit is just, man, we got other guys that, can corner just as good as I can,
Right.
Not as good,
Well,
but, kind of just as close.
and in this fight, it was, it was pretty quick. First round, right?
Yeah, dude. We knew the kid was a wrestler. He was kind of big and was jacked.
Dude, that guy was ripped. How old was he?
22.
Huh.
So Josh 21. He was 22.
Rocking the mullet.
Yeah, rocking the mullet, and he was jacked.
In Atlanta, I guess.
But he's been submitted twice by rear naked choke, and so we already knew. I was like, and I remind my fighters before they go in there, is like, listen, man, remember all the tools you have. You have the guillotine, the rear naked choke, the Darce choke, the arm bars, triangles, Kimuras. You have all these tools at your ability. You just got to go out there and just attack, and don't let that dude breathe. That's one. If you don't let them breathe, they'll eventually gonna break, man. They'll eventually break if you don't let them breathe. Yeah. You're constantly on top of them and constantly attacking them, you'll get them.
Yeah.
But that kid just shot it. He didn't want nothing to Josh because Josh is longer and rangier than him, so he immediately went for a double underhook. And Josh is awesome with poking his little knees into the body, and he's just kneeing the guy, and he didn't really like that, so he started kind of trying to close that distance out a little bit. Josh hip tossed the crap out of him, landed up on top, and as he's going over to slide in the mount, the guy just gave his back up, and Josh, boom, as soon as he got the other hook in, he was sliding in the rear naked choke.
Right.
Which is it was fast, 45 seconds, first round. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't even throw a punch, really. Didn't even. He was like, man, I was wanting to throw my hands a little bit.
Walks away fresh.
Yeah.
Take a fight next week if he wanted.
Dude, we already we're looking at stuff for Charlotte and at Grady Cole Center, which is where they had UFC 3. UFC 3 was at Grady Cole.
When is that?
January sometime, and we're probably looking at getting another amateur on that card as well, Britain.
Oh,
and so so that'll be good. Yeah, so big things going on. We're trying to build up our amateur team a little bit more, and get these guys pumping. Especially you get a 21-year-old, and I think Britain's pretty young as well, 23 maybe. He's been training for a while, mainly striking, so get his
his last amateur fight?
I know, by guillotine. Yeah. So, but it's called, I think that promotion's called Fight For It.
Heard of them.
Yeah.
I've heard
so
of them.
it's pretty cool.
But he's only had one MMA fight, right?
Who's that? Britain, yeah. One. And he's had like 6 kickboxing fights, I think. So he's been in there a lot, And then, we had a pro fight. We had Austin Coleman fought this weekend, and had the kids back for 3 minutes almost.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, just the way that it goes sometimes, adrenaline dump in the legs when you, especially holding on to a body lock for that long.
And for those who didn't see it. Like, he had his back, but the dude was standing the entire time.
Standing
so he had his legs locked in a body triangle.
So he's holding up his weight.
And then
the
his
whole
other
entire
arm
was
trapped
on the other side of him. Yeah, so he's like trying
that's
to get
even
it back.
more stress on the legs.
Yeah. I thought the kid was going to try to, boom, dump him on his head, you know?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But if he does that and it doesn't work out right now, the dude has your back on the ground.
Yeah. So, but anyways, man, and so Austin ended up taking a loss, and I think it was just something to set his path in a little bit different direction and stuff, and get him to realize that the hard work, that he's been doing just maybe wasn't enough.
Right.
He was working hard, but there's always more we can do. There's some, when we go back and we, armchair quarterback it, or Monday night, what's it called? Monday morning quarterback. What do you call it, Bruce?
Something like that. I think I've heard it all different
Monday
things.
morning quarterback.
Monday morning quarterback.
Monday morning quarterback. Yeah.
Kind of like backseat driving.
I hate that, by the way. Yeah, Monday morning quarterback. And you go back and you look at, all right, well, we did this, but were you like, what about these days? Where were you on these days, or this training session? You could be doing this. You could be doing strength and conditioning. He's doing his own strength and conditioning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to be able to put the gas pedal down and not let it off for 15 minutes, you tell me that you can tell yourself over and over and over, keep going, don't stop, kill yourself. When another person is watching you do it, and they're you're thinking
accountability.
It's accountability, man. You need that. You have to have that if you want to get in better shape.
I'm the type of person that needs that, because I struggle to tell myself that sometimes.
So what I do is I make the workout and I bring people to do the workout with me. So now that's accountability for me. It's like, if they see me slacking on this workout, that was my workout that I created. I got to push the pedal to the metal.
Right.
So back when I was coming up, my strength and conditioning would be 5-minute rounds, and we'd alternate every minute. On the minute, we'd alternate exercises. So I'd put sprints for a minute in there. I'd put medicine ball slams for a minute in there, burpees for a minute in there, battle ropes for a minute in there. And I used to have this thing called a water ball back in the day. We used to do that, and I would have a rope. We were in Sumter, so outside, I had a rope in between two trees. We'd have to climb it with our legs up on top of it and go overhand, as you kind of like to do in the military, upside down. Do that, kind of holding on to the rope and working, doing push-ups for a minute with a ball, switching the ball and exploding up, doing things like that to where it makes you want to almost like either vomit or crap your pants. And better yet, man, it makes you just be like, this is 5 minutes, right? I should be able, if I want to be in shape for 5 minutes, I gotta go. And that's what I used to tell myself. And so sometimes when you do, strength and condition yourself and you have nobody else there watching you or being accountable for you, it can cause us to slow down a little bit.
I understand that completely. The beginning of the fight started off great, though. Looked like he was fishing for Kimura.
He got Kimura, swept him with a little Kimura sweep, took his back like a ninja.
Awesome.
Dude.
And even the commentators were like, "Oh, nice."
Oh,
yeah. So have you watched the fight?
I haven't watched it.
All right. Well, I have the whole thing.
Cool.
And Josh's fight too. That's the cool thing about MacBooks, man. You can just screen record.
Nice.
So it was swift, right? And then one of the commentators, because we were talking about how his arm was on the other side, and he's like, the guy's like, I wonder what he's doing there. And he's like, I don't know. I doubt he can do it, but maybe he's going to try like a standing arm bar. And like, for me watching it, I was like, what? I mean, it's obvious. The dude's got his arm trapped,
Wow. See, what's so crazy is when I fought for them, there's a dude that's like, he's viral. He's a viral wrestling coach. Chris Mays, I think it is. I'm probably butchering his name, and I'd have to pull up the Instagram handle. Anyways, he was commentating. He was like a legit, guy. I mean, you watch my fight when I was there in 2009. He's just talking it like oh, what Kennington needs to do here is and I was like, oh wow, like me looking at it now, I'm like, dang, dude, he was giving some like good instruction. Oh, he's probably trying out for a triangle, and boom, I slapped a triangle on the guy. You know what I'm saying? And so, oh, Kennington. Anyways, it was very cool, man. Killer show, killer promotion. Unfortunately, we didn't go 2-0. But that promotion is awesome. Dave Oblis runs it, and he's been doing fight promotions since like 03, I want to say. 03, man. So, I mean, you're looking at 20 years.
Yeah, it's a lot of mishaps, mistakes, and everything that happened over that time that kind of polished the product.
Yeah, and so one thing he did for the fighters, he got them all baseball jerseys. They were fighting right outside of the Atlanta Braves Stadium.
So that's where they were wearing, or why they were wearing those jerseys.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I saw the ring guy. I guess his name was Virgin or something like that. But he had an Atlanta Braves NFC on the
yes, and NFC on the shoulder and stuff. Yeah. And so one thing about Dave Oblis too is he's a memorabilia collector.
Okay.
Yeah, dude's got some legit stuff, man. Like, high, like up there stuff. And I think he got it from his dad. Some stuff was passed down to him from his dad. I mean, he's got a whole room full of stuff, which is something I want.
Right.
Anyways, so he's real big on, the sports memorabilia stuff. And so he got all the fighters. The ones you saw with the Braves that's not them.
Yeah, I saw.
But they say NFC
like
on it.
Or something?
No, it says NFC on it.
Was
and
it
it's
number
black.
23 on the back?
No, it's black, black and gold. NFC, and then they got their name across the back of it, and just random.
Because I saw guys walking out with jerseys on.
Yeah,
but it looked like they were two-toned. But then again,
but yeah, they gave Josh and Austin one, and plus, like after you win, dude, they give you this big giant gold necklace with this big giant NFC medallion on it.
Like Flava Flav.
Yeah, man, but like that stuff, like I didn't get crap, man. Like when I was fighting nowadays, people like got all these cool things. When the fuck did we get ice cream? Like yeah, like I have like a trophy with that. So 13 years ago, I fought in Indiana, and I won by arm bar, and so I got like this trophy of some like werewolf, and he's like ripping off a shirt or whatever, and it says the name of the fight or whatever, winner and blah blah. It's so lame.
Yeah,
though. I never. And then after when I wasn't fighting for Fight Lab was doing these like dog chains almost, like a chain you pull something like a metal chain, chain thing, and with a big giant Fight Lab belt buckle on it, and that you could put on your belt.
Yeah.
But those are cool. And then NFC, like those were really legit, man. Those look really cool. I would want one. And they gave them a thing. But you talk about Georgia knows, like everything was smooth, dude. We didn't have to be there till 5 o'clock. Fight doors open at 6. Fight started right at 7.
Yeah.
Fight started right at 7.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, even from the pay-per-view side of things look like they ran.
They boom,
pretty
boom,
smooth.
boom. They didn't slow down. Like they had a little intermission here and there for some time.
They had a couple of those, and they would bring, fighters in to talk. I guess that had fought for the promotion before. Douglas Lima. Was out there. And a bunch of dudes from his gym at American Top Team.
Yeah. That's who Austin fought from, a guy from there. From Lima.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
so he was actually Austin was supposed to originally fight this brown belt from the same gym that Josh fought at. Actually, Austin's opponent, before it got changed, was in the corner of Josh's opponent.
Really?
Yeah.
The one who had the concussion.
Yeah. Yeah. Said he had gained a concussion from training and backed out. So anyways, it was what it is, man. And then but anyways, killer promotion. I mean, Brave Stadium's awesome. It was right there. The hotel we just walked right to it.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was really neat down there. They have like a Mizuno outlet there. You could go and buy a baseball glove if you wanted. I almost did.
I saw your face when you said it.
Dude, I wore them. I'm like, oh, man. You know, but I want to, like, if I get a baseball glove, I'm going to buy an American-made baseball glove. You know, there's a brand called Nakona, and they're out of Texas, and they're handmade, dude. And but you're going to pay for it.
Oh, I bet.
My daughter has one. I got her a couple years ago for Christmas.
What'd you pay for it?
About $350, $375, somewhere around in there. But I mean, she'll have it for the rest of her life, man. True. You know, she'll use that. You know, who knows what she's using in college right now? She used it in high school. You know, so she don't want a new glove because it's broken in and it fits to her hand. Like, I mean, it molds to your hand, dude. Like, I mean, real leather glove is unlike anything else. And hers is with this kip leather, which is like a calf almost.
Gotcha. Nice. Anyways, I don't know shit about baseball.
Yeah, but I love baseball, man.
Yeah, well, I know that.
Yeah,
I know you love baseball.
Yeah.
So that was a great promotion. By the way, by the time you're watching this, the embedded that we did for Austin is already out. It dropped on Monday.
Yeah, make sure you check that out.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Kind of like a day in the life, you know, of like a training camp. A little bit of play in there too. We went to the golf course, had some fun, and then, you know, it has the full fight in there as well. And while we're on the subject of embedded, by the time you watch this, I'll be on my way to Ohio with Jeremiah. Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio, man. I heard it wasn't that great up there, though.
I've never been.
Never been either. But
I know that the weather is going to be cold as fuck. Yeah. I was hoping some snow. No snow on the forecast.
We went to Pittsburgh, bro, for Jay-Z's fight.
They told me.
Man, we get to Baltimore. They're like, flight's canceled. We got a rental car. Had to drive from Baltimore all the way to Pittsburgh with 6 of us in the car, man. Mm-hmm. That was it was a fun trip for sure. Right. But obviously my son wasn't born yet, and you know, he wasn't driving Megan crazy.
Right. So, well, I was hoping to get like an epic snowball fight on camera. You know? But probably not going to be any of that. It's going to be like a 12-hour drive, so the drive is going to suck, right? But it's the experience.
Dude, Jay-Z was telling everybody, it's 9 hours. Nah, bro.
No, and especially not when you're going through the mountains and you're doing this.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be probably 13 hours, man.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I went to Indiana, like, again, 2010, 13 years ago. I fought in Indiana, right outside of Ohio. So, like, Ohio's further.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
and it took me 13 hours. Well, my car also, like, we were in the mountains going, vroom, vroom, right. And my truck started smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so had to get it
only
looked
cost
at.
you $20 to fix it.
Only cost me $20, man. But I had stopped all these damn little spots, man. Nobody'd help me out, dude. I was like, come on, I'm in the military and I'm just traveling. I was cutting weight, man. I missed weight by a pound. Guy was up there and he was like, cut it. My opponent. It was cut it. Gotta cut it. I'm like, okay, dude. Like, the only reason I missed a pound is because I literally had no time to cut weight. I'm riding in a vehicle all the way up here and then stressed out because like, I'm thinking my truck's about to blow up and explode, you know, and I'm going to miss this fight. I'm going to have to back out, you know, like, it's just a lot of things going on. So I was, remember running around the casino and taking a dump and trying to, literally, man, I was like, trying to squeeze out a little turd. I was, man, dude. Fighters know. If you are a little bit over, man, maybe I can squeeze out a shit. Because that's weight, right? It's a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
Might be a pound shit. You know?
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, it's a pound shit. Mine wasn't a pound shit. I was still over like 0.6. They weighed me in like in a public bathroom inside the Hollywood casinos. Like, I mean, anybody could walk in. I stripped up butt naked, man. Jumped on that scale. I was still 0.6 over. After dumping and running around the casino, I only lost 0.4 pounds. But I didn't know how to cut weight then. Yeah. So it was like, I was 5-2 as a pro and didn't know how to cut weight properly. Anyways, ended up not the promoter. I was there with the matchmaker and the athletic commissioner. And the you're good. Just wrote it off. It's like, I don't feel like waiting here no more. I'm out of here. That's pretty much how it was.
Yeah. So going to Ohio.
Yeah.
Pinching
hopefully,
loaf.
yeah. Hopefully I can pinch a loaf off.
What am I going to NFC embedded and pinching loaves.
Dude, it helps with the weight cut, man. You know, when I first started weight cutting, I thought, no, this is not what you should do, kids. Well, I mean, I was amateur. I was just starting. I didn't really have like a mentor like me to help me cut weight. Laxative. I was taking laxative, which just dehydrates you anymore, man. Taking laxative and sitting in the sauna for like a week. You know, like just stupid stuff. I'd sit in the sauna and I'd put all this stuff on, you know, and sit in there all week long, and then go, crush a gallon of water. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Just wasn't smart. But anyways, Jay-Z's fighting this weekend, and that should be, hopefully he doesn't have to pinch a loaf to make weight.
Well, I'm going to hate it for him because the drive and then cutting weight after that, oh, man, that's gonna
yeah.
But, you know, it's the life he chose. You know what I mean? And then that episode for that embedded will drop next Monday. By the time you guys are watching this, hopefully we'll be there. We're leaving here at 4 a.m. So this drops at 7. So we should be there.
What time's weigh-ins?
I don't know. I don't know any of that.
He fights Saturday?
Yep.
So he'll weigh in on Friday.
Yeah, he'll weigh in on Friday. I don't know what time though. So, you know, get down to business and been an eventful weekend. It's going to be another eventful weekend. If you're in the area, remember we still have the merch that they can come by and get.
Yeah.
How are you looking on all that stuff, like sizes and everything?
Out of smalls, but hopefully by Wednesday we'll have some more stuff in.
Oh yeah, the no-gi stuff, right? Cool. And then for anybody that's watching the Train Tier Christmas party.
Christmas party, December 22nd. Promotion ceremony, December 21st. So a lot of things happening next week. And then week after that, Christmas, man. Yeah.
And for us, the week after that, wedding.
I keep forgetting about.
I can't wait. I don't know why. I can't wait to wear that fucking jacket I bought and those pants that I bought so long ago that I never got to wear when I went to London and just party.
You know what,
with my
man?
good friends.
I think maybe I'll have to wear my velour jacket, dude.
Do it. What color is it?
It's like a burnt orange almost or something.
Okay, mine's all black.
Nice.
I'm Johnny Cash in it, man.
Nice. That's what I usually do. I'm usually like Keanu Reeves. John Wick in it.
Right on.
Jordan and Jacqueline's wedding, my hair was a little bit longer. And man, everybody was like, hey, John Wick over there. I'm like, dude, I'm way better looking than old Keanu, dude. Come on.
I mean, you guys kind of look a little bit alike.
Me, I've heard that,
a
little salt and pepper, but I've also, because of my nose, John Berthal. You know that's Punisher. Punisher.
Oh, yeah.
Or Shane from Walking Dead. Yeah.
Dang.
There's
piece that together.
There's also a Baltimore Ravens like person I kind of look like too.
The old quarterback Joe Flacco?
No, it was like somebody cool. Yeah, it was like somebody cool.
I don't know, man. Flacco's having a resurgence in Cleveland now.
Who knows, man? I don't watch football, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, a bunch of good shit happening. By the time you're watching this, go back, watch Austin's lead up to his fight at NFC, like 160, I think it was. That'll just be the video before this one. And then next week, the next video after this will be the Embedded with Jeremiah. Then after that, another pod episode and back to regular scheduled programming. So, yeah, man, fuck it. I'd say we just end it there.
Yep. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We we keep cranking these out every week. Plus, we're doing the embeddeds now, and so yeah, thank you guys so much.
And be sure to comment about DK's feet.
Stop.
Just tell us what you think.
God,
I'm wearing socks today. You can't see mine.
Oh,
you want to hold your feet up for the camera?
I hate everybody.
Till next time.
Please don't.